Pay attention, class. I've got a guest for you.
We have a guest? Who is it? Who?
Her name is Rebecca. She's from Rally and Rise. She's here to talk about an issue that really opened her eyes. See, at first, Rebecca was an ordinary lady, but after the election, she knew things would get shady. So she jumped into action, learned how to organize. Now she protects the rights of people, like you, and, me.
Hi, my name's Rebecca, and I'm a New York citizen. I'm here to tell you all about how you can take on the system.
What do you mean? What on earth can I do? I'm just a little kid here in Sunday school.
Let me spin you the yarn of Roe versus Wade. It's protected our rights to abortions that are safe. But now we're all scared with these schmucks behind the wheel. They want to overturn Roe v. Wade by repeal.
But here in New York, won't we be safe? Can't this decision just come back to the states?
Sure, yeah, it can, but there's no guarantee. New York is bigger than just the city. Though every 4 years our state goes blue, we sure have a lot of red in there too. There are laws on the books, but we need something new if we're going to ensure our right to choose. So, the law on the books is from 1970, 3 years before Roe v. Wade passed. That means that if the Roe v. Wade decision was to be reversed under the current doucheocracy, we'd revert back to when there were no exceptions if a woman's health was at risk, and no exceptions if the fetus was non-viable.
What's a non-viable fetus?
A non-viable fetus has no chance of either being born alive or surviving outside of the womb.
So what does this all mean for the law?
Well, for one, non-viable pregnancies could be forced to go to term. Abortions would be treated as a criminal act instead of as medical care, meaning that doctors could go to jail for providing abortions. While New York was ahead of the rest of the country in 1973 when Roe v. Wade was decided, we haven't updated our laws since then, meaning we're now 44 years behind on our paperwork. The Reproductive Health Act, or the RHA, would codify Roe v. Wade here on the state level so that no matter what happens on a national level, New Yorkers' basic rights will be protected. In other words, New York would remain a sanctuary for people to access their full healthcare rights, both those who live in the state and those all across the country who rely on this state as a haven to protect their right to a safe, legal abortion.
Easy to get this passed, right? Because New York is so progressive.
Not so fast. While the state is reliably blue in the presidential elections, our state Senate is Republican-controlled and regularly blocks common sense legislation that the majority of New Yorkers support. For the past 3 years, the state assembly has passed the RHA, while year after year, it's stalled in the Senate. It's time for us to change that. The state assembly already passed the bill in January 2017, which means the first step is complete. Now we have until June to get the Reproductive Health Act to pass in the state Senate.
So what can we do, Sundae and me? We're not lawmakers out in Albany.
You've got to reach out and get in touch with the suits in the offices who are deciding so much. Tell them to pass the Reproductive Health Act, and when it comes to the floor, they got to have our backs. Now, if they don't pass it with all its conditions, we'll put up a fight, and they'll lose their positions.
Okay. What do I do now that I get the gist?
Go to rallyandrise.org. We've got a target list.
Hey, Sundae, let's call Senator Flanagan. His first name is John.
Okay, that's fine, I'll call him. But only if it can be in song.
Hello, I'm a New York citizen. I have a message for you. Grab a pen.
There's a bill out there that we need on the floor. The people of the state from you need more.
This is about the Reproductive Health Act.
Please tell Flanagan we can't afford to backtrack.
Watch the news, it's very plain to see.
We need to keep our state a sanctuary. Also, my zip code is 11237.